All right, try number 2. Hi, crafty peeps. Hopefully, everybody's able to make it back. I don't know what happened. I tested everything and it was all good to go, and I walked away. And I came back and there was a little error that had popped up. And then when I clicked it, then I had no microphone. I don't know why. That's like the one thing that likes to give me trouble is my microphone. So, I'm so sorry. I was actually on time. And then it didn't want to cooperate. So, thank you for being patient with me. Unfortunately, I tried all of the things that I could up until having to reboot the computer, not just the microphone. Oh, you could hear me typing. I wonder if it was just, That's so interesting. I wonder if I should have just tried. I didn't even try talking because so on my screen I have like I don't know, but I have stuff. I have stuff at the bottom that so like I can change cameras and scenes and different things like that and all sorts of things. And it shows me when my mic is working, like if it's on or not on or whatever, but it shows me if it's working. And so I didn't even think to like try talking because I figured then, and everyone would be like, "We can't hear you," that type of thing because you'd see my mouth moving. So maybe it was just a fluke in Streamlabs. Oh well. So that's hilarious. You could hear me typing. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my husband's so sweet. He's like, "Are you good? Or should I send up tech support?" Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Well, happy Tuesday. I'm so glad you guys are here. I am always happy to see you guys, even when I'm tired. Like, even this evening, I got home from work and I was really crabby. Like, really crabby. I had to just kind of, and I was tired and was like, just in that, like, oh, I'm just not in the mood. Um, but I always recharge, even if I'm tired. I mean, like I might still be tired, but I always recharge and am excited to do my lives. So, um, oh, that is true. That is very true. It shouldn't have on the one hand, but yeah, maybe it did. Maybe that's what it was, Tara. Maybe it was just I don't know. I'm not a tech person, like at all. It's kind of sad. So I'm glad that I was able to fix it. I'm glad that you all are patient with me. And I'm glad that we're all here because it's Tuesday and that's super fun. Um, okay. Sorry. I needed to get rid of someone that we didn't really need in here. But I'm not used to trying to like block people. Anywho, okay. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys made it back. And yes, I did. I saw that. I have to learn how to block faster because I think all I did was time them out for a few minutes, but maybe that'll be enough to chase them away. So we've got so many ladies here. Julie's here, Ramona's here, Tara's here, Miss Stephanie's here, Mary's here, Beth is here, Katie's here. I know, let's see, hopefully I have a few more coming back as well that I know were in. Lisa's here, had made it to my first round that then I had to reboot. So hopefully Michelle and Jessica and I believe Aunt Charlotte was here too. Yes, hopefully everybody will be able to make it back and join us. So I am glad to be here. Oh, my husband is spamming me. Oh. Okay, so our two newest baby kittens, they literally are my husband's just best friends. And by adding them, we also changed, I think I've talked about this, we changed the dynamic of the house. So we had all of our cats usually are upstairs. So I live in a ranch. We live in a ranch with a partial finished basement, like, because when the house was being built, because my grandfather-in-law actually built the house, and so they actually were living in the basement while they continued to, like, finish the first floor, the main part of the house. So my husband's office is in the basement. So normally all of our pets are just on the first floor and don't have access to the basement all the time. So then when we were just fostering the most recent 4 baby kittens, we had them in the basement, so they were separate because, of course, we were planning to just foster them. So they were in the basement. Long story short, we now increasing to 6 cats, and it started out like we just were letting the baby kittens up for a little while at a time, obviously for, like, introductions and stuff like that. But they really, like, they feel so comfortable and they love the basement too. And we realized, okay, well, that's great. And we've got all these cats and we're going to need more space to, like, spread out some extra litter boxes and all these kinds of things. So we now leave access to the basement open. So they have free run. Well, then my husband always had his office door closed. But then the baby kittens really always wanted his attention anytime he walked through. And they're just snugglers and they love him. So he decided to, like, also open up his office. And he added little cat beds for them because he thought, well, you know what? Then that way they're not, like, alone when other people aren't around. So anyway, they love my husband. And he, he took care of them almost 100%. My daughter helped, but, like, she, like, had to go to work and different things like that while I was in Texas. So they super duper bonded to him. And so they, like, lay on his lap or, like, lay on his arm while he's trying to work during the day. And so he just was sending me pictures because he's at work in the office because it's Tuesday night. And so, of course, they're down there with him. And so when he was checking in with me, like, do you need any tech support? He sent me a picture of him with each of the cats. And then he was like, well, I'm glad that, he's like, but he meant kind of them, like, tech support. And so then he said, tech support is disappointed, like, that you don't need us to come up there, but glad that you solved the problem. So it was just cute. So yes, it's very cute. They are his little BFFs. So I just had to share that. Julie, you think your hubs wants a cat upgrade? Yes, absolutely. It's crazy in some respects, like, the amount of animals we have in the house right now. I never, ever, ever thought that we would have this many animals in our house. But we do. We just do. And it's working overall, and it's fun, and we love it. But we're definitely at our limit. Like, absolutely no more. And I feel so bad because we fixed the spot where the cat, who is their mom, could get into our detached garage. And right after we did that, for a couple of days, the cat was coming still and then just, like, loafing by the garage. And then the one morning, it literally was just, like, staring at the door. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad. Like, and we didn't mind it having someplace to retreat to, but we can't keep having, like, baby kittens born in there because then, of course, So, anyway, that's enough about our kittens. Hopefully you guys have been having a good start to your October. I can't believe it's October. I really, truly can't. I feel like this year is going really fast. And I know this time of year always does, but I feel like this year is going really fast. October, I feel like just really came out of nowhere. Like it was like September 1st, and then the next thing you know, it was October. And I mean, I'm glad it's October. I don't want to say I'm not, but I'm also like stressed because, of course, I still don't have my decorations up, and I still am not done with like all of the things in the house. And so it's just kind of, it's just kind of frustrating. But I do feel like things are at least I'm getting closer than I was like a year ago to actually having my house organized and things done, because some things have truly gotten done. I just don't have my decorations up yet. I talked to Suze today, and it's 11 days and she will be here from Holland, which is just unreal. It's so crazy. We were just talking about how, when we were together virtually booking her flight, and it was going to be 5 months out. It seemed so how are we going to wait 5 months? How is that going to happen? And now it's like 11 days, and we're super excited. But like she said, like she can't even visualize it. She can't truly visualize just how like things are going to be in the U.S. and how big things are going to be, and even what it's going to be like for her and I to actually be like in person hanging out. Even though we are very comfortable just hanging out with each other, but it's always virtually. So, hi Aunt Charlotte, I'm so glad you made it back. So it's just gonna be really interesting. Mary, honestly, if I truly think that if Suze was not coming to visit and wasn't so excited about kind of seeing what holidays and seasons are like in the U.S., because of course we overdo everything, I would not even be worried about decorating for fall this year, even though I have like super cute fall decorations, stuff that I've purchased new in the last like 2 years that I haven't even gotten to like truly put out and enjoy sometimes because I've been in such like chaos. But because she's coming, I really want her to be able to like see the house decorated for fall. Otherwise, I think I would skip it this year. Because of where I'm at with all the other cleaning and all the other things, I think I would just skip it. I think I would not worry about it. I would focus on cleaning and the crafting, and I wouldn't worry about decorating. And I would just enjoy like my pouches and my cup cozies, like, and wearing some cute Halloween things. Like I would just do those things, and I wouldn't worry about decorating. But because she is coming, I really want to put out and really I'm going to put out some like Halloween stuff in 2 spots, and then I'm really just going to put out fall stuff, which is kind of how I've gotten anyway. I don't switch and do both for like the whole house. Once we did the renovation and like things changed, I have certain stuff that's really Halloween, and then I have stuff that's really more fall. So like my family room will pretty much be fall, and then it'll just stay fall, into November, whatever, before I then pack it up so I can do Christmas. And then the hutch that we have in our dining area, with it being like the vintage black hutch that we got with the big mirror, I bought like new things, and it lends itself really well to Halloween. So I'll put Halloween on there, and Halloween, some like pink Halloween stuff on I'm pointing because it's like right here, my dresser in my craft room. And then I'll either just leave it, and then when I put it away, I just won't put out any fall on those 2 places, because then it'll just be time for Christmas. Or I'll maybe put a couple of other fall things out or something. I don't know. But yeah, I get it. I wouldn't even, if I didn't have Suze coming, I wouldn't decorate this year. I would just chalk it up to, it's okay. It's totally fine. I wouldn't stress. I think it's hard to try and do it all sometimes. So really that's the only reason that I'm going to, because otherwise, yeah, many of you probably saw my post in Mighty Networks. I just decided I would be authentic and just share, because I've really been dealing with a lot on the on the back side or on the personal side or on the, and like not anything where I want anyone to be like worried about me, but more just it's really been there, and it's really taken a toll on just my energy and my motivation and my enthusiasm and my joy and excitement and all those kinds of things. And to the point where like I'm really feeling it lately, like it's almost like a weight. And so I'm having to try and really kind of work hard at finding ways to like make changes and do self-care and stuff. And so I thought I'm just going to really share so that everybody kind of knows, especially when it, maybe comes to like things, like, oh, we thought we were doing this, or I thought she mentioned that, or, she seems so excited about maybe going forward with something and now we haven't heard anything, or, it's just been a lot. And I don't know about you, Mary, but my school year has been extremely exhausting and overwhelming. I have several really high energy, behavior filled classes that take a lot out of me, just a lot. And trying to get them to focus and do work and take care of all of the things is just, I've never been so tired in my entire life of teaching. So that doesn't help. That's really adding to it. So, and I had evaluation last week and then had my post-conference yesterday morning to find out like how I did, and then got my ratings today and stuff like that. So anyway, I feel like I just went off on a tangent. Sorry. Non-teachers, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry. Thankfully, knock on wood, I don't have tons and tons of disrespect. It's just I have a lot of kids that have a lot of ADHD, a lot of autism, and or just immature behaviors that takes a lot of effort from me, like a lot. Like I never thought as a high school teacher that I would spend so much time telling people to like keep their hands to themselves, not take things from others. Oh, there's a reason I don't teach elementary school, people. Oh, and a lot of the kids that have these like strong behaviors, I mean, I really like them. Like it's not that I don't like them. They just take a lot of managing, like a lot of managing. I mean, I have one young man that literally cannot stay in his seat. Like even his peers have started being like, just sit down. Like just sit back down. She asked you to stay sitting. Like just sit back down. And I've teased him. I'm like, I'm going to buckle you in. Like I'm going to get a seatbelt and just buckle you in while you're in here. So anyway. So yes, you know what? Give yourself grace, Mary. If you're not motivated to put out the fall decorations, don't put them out. I went a couple years not putting out fall decorations or Valentine's decorations or like St. Patrick's Day or some of the little things. Like even though I have some cute stuff and I'm all about themes, I just didn't put the stuff out because there was so much else going on or the house wasn't clean enough to then like get to that or whatever. So just let it go. So, anywho, everybody should be getting their Frank Garcia orders if you have not already. Today is only Tuesday. So, it still might be a day or two depending. I sent everybody's priority. So, everybody should be getting those Christmas or Halloween or both orders of the Frank Garcia Prima marketing stuff. And then everything else went out previously. So everybody, I think, got their Simple Stories and their Carpe Diem planner stuff. All of that kind of stuff is gone. I'm working on the fall junk journal kits. So those are in process. And once I get all of this stuff received for the recipe binder, the Simple Stories recipe binder class, then I will get all of that sorted into kits because obviously I order everything, wholesale and then have to, like some of the things are super easy to like separate out. It's not like it's drastic. It'll just be like, and then just kind of sorting into so that you have everything you need, and then getting those shipped out. So that'll probably be a little while just between it getting to me. Especially, I don't know if there'll be any delays like there was with the Halloween and the Christmas stuff. Hopefully not. Oh, I'm so excited, Mary. And I have to make a specific post for my Christmas planner, my December planner, ladies. And I will do that either tonight or tomorrow. And we will definitely get together this weekend virtually and work on that. I had actually done some work on it and wanted to do some things last weekend. And then that just my schedule kind of got all out of sorts and wasn't able to do that. So I do have to post about that so that we can get back to that. But I'm glad you're working on it. I'm just thinking, making sure. There is a pre-order too if anyone is interested in a Christmas ephemera countdown calendar, advent calendar. I'm doing that as a pre-order because for my own sake, I don't want to start like curating with a non-existent number in my head, because it's kind of what I did. Well, not kind of. It's exactly what I did for Halloween. I just like pulled all my stuff, and then I started doing a certain amount of stuff ahead of time, and then didn't need all of that. And so then it kind of ended up being a poor use of my time. So I just want to make sure I'm being as efficient as I can be to make sure I get things out on time. And then I am putting in like the detail where I want the detail, so if that makes sense. So no pressure or anything like that. I just want you to know that there's a pre-order up because I want to know how many I'm curating from the beginning so that I know exactly what, as I pull from my Christmas stuff, I can, number one, immediately know like, boom, yes, I can do that because I have enough, or, ooh, no, I definitely don't have enough of that. So just leave it to doing something else with, and then building from there. So other than that, I really plan to do the December planner, spend some time doing that with you ladies that are in that group. And then obviously once the fall junk journal stuff is all together and I send it out to you guys, I will let you know, and then we'll plan dates accordingly for putting that together. And then likewise with the recipe binder, once that all comes and then gets to everybody, and we'll put dates on the calendar for that. Or I should say a date on the calendar. We really should be able to do it in one session. And other than really those kind of two, I guess it's technically three things. I really plan to only do two other things. One of which is be live while I go through my Christmas stuff, because I want to, which I can tell you right now won't be until after Suze has left, because that's going to make a whole mess. And I'm working to get everything clean for before she comes. So, and with the slight possibility that I would do it while she's here. But we have so much on the calendar, I really doubt that would be the case. But just know that it won't happen either until she's here and we decide to go through it like together on a live, or I'll do it after she leaves. I do want to go through my Christmas stuff on a live, kind of like I did a while back. I like went through my whole Christmas cart and I got it organized. I want to go through it again because I want to purge some stuff, and I want to then also create like my my kit for December daily, because as I've mentioned, I'm planning to do a junk journal and use lots of different collections. Partly it just sounds, it inspires me, I guess would be the word, or excites me to try doing a junk journal, as well as being able to use multiple collections, because I've done 6x8 albums a few times, which I really enjoy, and I focus kind of with one collection, even though I will add in some other pieces. But I think kind of where I'm at with everything is I have way too much stuff. I know you guys have heard me say that a lot. But it's really overwhelming, like paralyzingly overwhelming. And I literally like laugh at myself because I will say that within then like add to cart, check out, or like do something and then go to the store and like buy something and come home. Like, but very realistically, I have just way too much. And I know that it is stifling my creativity. And so I want to weed out in a good way the excess. And that's kind of two things. Like if it's just like a random something, I probably will just like, pull it and just, okay, you've got so many other things and you don't love that. Like just put it to the kind of get rid of pile. But then other things, it's like, that's why I did the spooky countdown calendars, because I had bought so much stuff in such quantities and gathered things for different Halloween things. And then I had all this stuff. And so it was like, okay, I don't necessarily want to just get rid of all of this, but I also don't need all of this for my own documenting. And so it was like, let's do something with it. And so I'm going to do the same thing like with Christmas. Like there again, I had hit a point where I have accumulated a lot, and certain things I've bought in bulk for any number of reasons, because it was a new package that I got at a resale shop or a Goodwill or an antique store or online when I wanted it, but it came with X amount. And so I want to love it a bit, but I also want to not have so much stuff around. Like, I just don't want to have so much stuff because it's just getting in the way. And that's all of my things. Like, because I have a lot of everything, good or bad, because I like different things and I go through different phases. I go through phases where I'm like all about purses and tote bags and pouches or holiday stuff, or then this style or this whatever. So, I've got, cup cozies and coasters and clips and pouches and tote bags and purses and jewelry and craft supplies and books for junk journals. And it's just all too much. So I've got to just, thin it out. So I figured that's a good way to do some of it though. I love that, Tara. I absolutely do. I 100% love that, because I have to say, as much as I love creating things from scratch, it can be daunting and overwhelming, and there's so many decisions sometimes that it can start to steal the joy, especially if we're just in in different seasons, whether it's that we're trying to do a lot of projects, or we are a little bit overwhelmed, or we're just tired, or we're just any number of things. I love using the handmade journals that I've purchased from other people to do my nightly journaling. Because one, they're not just sitting on my shelf. I still have ones but they're not just sitting on my shelf, possibly never getting used, because that's just it. I love them and I love getting them from other ladies. But at the same time, when it comes to like a project for myself, a lot of times I'm going to create it from scratch, depending on what it is. So it has felt so good though, using them, and even if they aren't getting used to their full potential, because I'm not necessarily adding pictures or chunking some of them out where there is room where I could have, they're still getting loved. And I'm enjoying them every day when I flip through and I, will look at the different pages and the way that the different ladies designed them. And I am getting to the point where I'm going to create a little something for myself that has some paper clips and some different things to clip in, because I have done that in a couple journals where there's not enough plain space for writing, which is fine because that's not what the journal was necessarily intended for. And so I've been adding things. So even though I do it before bed and I don't do it at my craft area, I'm going to just create just a little something, kind of universal stuff where it's easy, or themed to go with each journal, depending. And so I think that's an awesome idea. I think it's a great way to take the stress off. I think it's a great way to enjoy something that someone else has made and to use your stash. And I think it'll feel so rewarding. I love that. Oh, I love that, Ramona. I love that. Yeah, since I think I know Stephanie, you and Teresa were talking about it too. Oh, speaking of, and I wanted to mention this in the very beginning because I didn't want to forget. If you ladies did not already see on Stephanie's feed, and I shared it in my stories, she has the most adorable fall and Halloween junk journals in her Etsy shop that she put in there this evening. You want to go take a look, you want to buy yourself one, and you want to enjoy it and love it and support her. They are adorable. So cute. So cute. So yes, and then I think it would be fun, and I'm putting this out there, but hear me all the way out because I know I'm going to get half the words out of my mouth and someone's going to go, "Did you not read your own post in Mighty Networks today?" I think that it would be fun for us to together work on our Christmas. You only have one left? That sounded bad. I hope that came across the right way. Like excitement of like, oh my God, you only have one left. Not like, wow, people bought your channels. I'm sorry. I hope that came across right. Oh, okay. Like I was just hearing myself and going, I don't know if that's coming out how I'm meaning it. Like it's kind of okay. That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. I didn't think that they would last long because they are adorable. Okay. It's like, and it's time for me to go. Okay. Anywho, I think it would be really fun if you don't have to be doing a junk journal. So let me preface that as well. But I think it'd be really fun for those of us that are doing a junk journal for Christmas, for December Daily, if we did some of it together, so I can open some Zooms and we can, just hang out and be working on that, like whatever it might be, choosing pages just to have pages available, doing some foundation pages where we're like, okay, well, I know this page would go really cute with these kinds of things. We could talk about techniques. I wouldn't be teaching anything. There would be no setup for me. There would be no preparations or anything like that. It would just be me giving the space by opening up the Zoom, and I wouldn't even have to stay in it the whole time. Like I'm putting out there. I think this would be fun. This would not be something where it's going to take anything from me other than me opening the Zoom. And then even if y'all want to craft for 6 hours after I'm out of it because I'm done, that's fine. So no, I'm not adding anything to my list. I'm just thinking out loud to myself that I think it would be really fun to be working on it virtually together. So it's just not, it'll help me because then I won't just be by myself at my desk. So, oh yeah, that'd be fun too. That's actually a really great idea too, as far as if we did, because I want to anyway, if we went through our stuff. Yes, Aunt Charlotte, you can quilt during the Zooms. Of course you can. That would be kind of fun too, is if if we go through our Christmas stuff and kind of pull and then did like some swapping or something. Like, I don't know the logistics necessarily, but we could do some swapping. Because like it's some stuff too, like if sometimes, especially in the past, like I would buy so much of one collection. And then like once, certain collections like you don't necessarily want to get rid of because you maybe want to use aspects of it again or whatever. But I'm getting to a point now where I try to like, whatever I use of the collection, like I'm going to call it good and then like get rid of it. Because I know that's what some other ladies do that have a much better way of like managing their stuff and not letting it get, A, they don't buy as much as I do. And B, they do a much better job of like purging. So that would be kind of fun, because I know we all, like, different people have different stuff too, and different people came into scrapbooking or paper crafting at different times, so for some of us, we might be like, okay, I'm totally over that collection, or I'm over that brand, and someone else might be like, oh my God, I never got any of that. You know what I mean? And like some of us may have like lots of vintage stuff, or some of us have lots of trim, or like just different things. So maybe we could figure out how to like either like post what we like, these are the kinds of things I have, and this is what I don't know. We'll have to figure it out a little bit. Yes. I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of it. Like, to make it easy, but at the same time to make it not necessarily like, here's your swap person and here's your swap person, in case it's that you actually have enough of different things that like this person wants the scrapbook paper that you have, but this person would love the Christmas wrapping paper that you have. I don't know. So we'll play around with it a little bit. Or I'll leave it very open-ended maybe. We'll just make it I'll make it a topic in Mighty Networks, and we can just, here's what I would love to share, and here's what I would love some of, and then we can go from there. Yeah. I'll just make it easy like that. It'll be like, here's what I would love, and here's what I have to share. And then people can kind of comment on both, and then, people can just decide how much they want to send and who all they want to send to and all that kind of good stuff. We'll just make it. And that you might not get, even if you send stuff to one person, like, or you send stuff to 3 people, you might get only one thing in return, because maybe only one person is sending out. That sound good? That's true too. And then like 7 people are like, me. So we'll play around with it a little bit. Yeah, I don't want it to be something I have to like manage in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I would leave it up to like just everybody. There we go. That would work. Yeah, we'll just leave it really super easy, open-ended. And let, we're adults, right? We're adults. We can handle it. Like, here's what I have to share, and people can comment, and then, people can also post like, oh, I would love to have more of, or whatever. And then we can do it like that. Oh, that'd be fun. Okay. I'm excited. Oh, and thank you to Katie for sharing all the different October daily and prompts and things like that. That was very sweet of you to go and find those and share those with everybody, so they have kind of one place to look at them and pull from. I am definitely not trying to do an October daily in any way, shape, or form. Even as I sit here in my little book that I shared a picture of is right here. I was super excited to buy it at the store. It just was really, I was really drawn to it. And I did have fun just getting it set up. And I haven't done anything with it. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm being okay with that. Like, I will very possibly just do some very simple pages. Like, and or have fun and like load up a page with all the things, because I have so much ephemera and so much stuff that I might just like ephemera bomb it with like one tiny little cup cozy photo. And that's going to be fine. And I intentionally, like, I don't need it to get super, super thick and chunky. I'm okay with that too. I left the whole story in here because the pages are adorable. Absolutely adorable. So, I'm just gonna do it when I feel like doing it. And like yesterday, I desperately needed to get out and go for a walk when I got home. And I got home and like fed the zoo and, changed and whatever. And then went for a walk, and it was late, not late, but I didn't leave till 5:00 to go for a walk. And then came back and then actually spent an hour and a half, helping my husband get the tractor fixed. And, we call it a tractor. And it's a ride-on lawnmower, but like they've just always referred to it as a tractor, so we call it a tractor. And I know that threw off one of my coworkers a few years back because they were like, "You have a tractor?" Like they were thinking like farm equipment tractor. And so I didn't craft it all last night because I didn't have the energy to do it, but that's okay. And then even tonight, like I wanted to go for a walk, but I had a meeting after school for a little while. I had to stop at the store. I was really slow at the store because I was just in that like weird place where it was a Target and it was like I had things I needed and a couple things I just wanted to check. And then are you ever just like slow and indecisive at the store too? You're not really enjoying the trip, but you're also not really like just in and out. That was me today. And then of course I hit traffic. And so when I got home, I was like, we ordered dinner and I was like, okay, I could go for a walk before it gets here. And I kind of want to. And then on the other hand, I was like, you know what? With it being a Tuesday night, I only have X amount of time that I can hang out with my hubby because then he goes back to work before I do. And he works later than I typically stream until, especially lately, just because I've been getting so tired and I like to decompress for a little while. So then I was like, you know what? It's okay. I did, while we were watching a show waiting for dinner, I did catch up on my BFF Sticker Club weekly sticker challenges. And, oh, yeah. See, I need to get back to doing some Target pickups because I've fallen into my bad habit again where like I go in and like I circle through the dollar spot again, even though I don't need anything and I don't need to look for anything. Like there's not anything new coming in that I like have to have right this minute. And I've been through the Halloween department a million times and I don't need anything else for Halloween. So I need to just do the pickups and not go in and not waste the time and not inadvertently spend more money than I need to. I need to do that, Stephanie. Thank you for reminding me. Can you remind Can you remind me all the time? That's a very good point though. I was thinking that and now you've just reiterated to me that that's what I need to do. I want to say too, I'm just going to put this little plug out there. I know a lot of us have so many crafty things on our plates and so many projects and things like that. And so to add something else maybe is like, but doing the BFF sticker challenge is seriously so rewarding. Like I hated that I'd gotten behind, but again, last week was just, and the week before, just what they were, with homecoming. And so I was busy at night and then with evaluation and stuff like that or whatever. So, but it's so rewarding because it just takes me back to being a kid again and looking through the stickers and then putting together a cute sticker page that I'm not actually getting rid of them, where it's oh, they're going on a sticker page that then you can look at later. And it's fun to flip through my sticker book and see the challenges. And it's so simple in the best way. It's one thing where I can truly still watch a show and get enough out of it, and still truly be spending time that I'm not distracted with my husband, as opposed to if I'm scrolling on my phone and the next thing you know, it's okay, I've missed 10 minutes of the show. Technically, I really don't know what's going on. But it's so rewarding at the same time. So I just am going to put that out there. If you haven't tried it already, just grab a notebook or Traveler's Notebook. You don't have to have the BFF Sticker Club book. And give it a try and see if it isn't a really great stress reliever. And just, it's so simple, but it's so fun. Some of the challenges too, I still have not truly filled the page for 3 weeks ago that was going out for class president or whatever. I don't have those kinds of stickers. So I was pulling anything that I even remotely oh, this character has a microphone, they're giving a speech in front of the student body of why they want to be president. I was grasping at straws. But it was still, okay, But then like the last two, teal and ice cream, like, oh my God, I had so many that I was like just having more and more fun. So I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. I know. I really, you know what? I really do have to do that because I do. I spend way too much money. Um, but a lot of times it really comes down to my time. You're right. I really waste a lot of time. I need to do that again. I need to get back to that. Just doing the pickup and not even going in. I need to do that. I wanted to go back to wow, Andrea, it was a whole week since you had sewed. That's sewn. So yeah, whichever. I'm not an English teacher. I don't teach grammar. That's a long time for you. You almost always sew almost every day. Yes, there is a lot of room for interpretation, Stephanie. I know. Yeah, yeah, I do. I have to go back to doing pickups. You're right. You're right. I really do. It would be good for me. Really good for me. I'm gonna do it. And I'm kind of being, silly, but it's true. And it would really be another thing that would play in to help support my ADHD and my self-care and all of that kind of stuff. So absolutely, I am going to start doing that because, yeah, I need to stop wasting the time and picking up random stuff. Because then when I'm going through stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I have so much stuff to go through. And yeah, some of it's so random. So random. That'd be great, Stephanie. Did you do your grocery pickup? I'll be like driving home, planning to like get off at like Target on my way home and be like, oh, just keep going straight. Go home, put it in as a Target pickup order, and just go for your walk and do something else. And then when it's ready, just go pick it back up. That's a great idea. That would be awesome. Or like, the technology in cars, like the car doesn't let me go. like doesn't let me go to Target. Doesn't let me. Could you imagine? Like parental controls on like phones and Netflix and stuff. Could you imagine if like husbands could do that with our car? Like doesn't let us go to like like you like suddenly it's like I can't go to Target. I can't get to Michael's. I can't get to Hobby Lobby. Ooh, that's funny. That's so funny. I love that. I love that. That's true. That is very true. What else? I don't know if I have anything else for you. I don't have any Happy Mail to share. I know that surprises y'all, but I don't. Because I think I took pictures and already moved it and put it away. Yeah. I don't see anything. I just see chaos. Chaos. Right, borrow somebody else's car. Yeah, I have a meeting after work. And meanwhile, I've like asked a coworker, could you pretty please take me to Target? Could you? Actually, where I work, I could actually hop on the public bus and go to Target. And the mall right there. And that would take me to the Michaels. Oh, if you're blocked from Target, he's blocked from Menards. That's funny. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That is so funny. That's a good one. That is a really good one. Oh my gosh. Are you some of you are are some of you doing October daily? And if so, how's it going? I know today's only the 4th, but how's it going if you are doing it? I love seeing the ladies that really do October daily, and there's so many cute albums out there. I love, love, love seeing it. I don't know how some people do it. I really don't. And I do. Okay, so as that came out of my mouth, I'm realizing that I do think some of it has to do with my ADHD, for sure. Because anything that requires a certain amount of organization and habit and requires time management, if you've got a busy life and being able to do it, is probably why. Because even the December dailies, I've never ever done one where it's truly I'm caught up within and finished it in December. That's never been the case, ever, ever, ever. Okay, so not technically journaling every day, but I love that you do that, Tara. I love that you do that because I think it brings you a lot of joy since you started doing that, and it has become a really great habit for you. So I think that's awesome. Oh, yeah, but I think that's what's interesting maybe too is I I can't talk apparently. I feel like I like Halloween more now than I maybe did, even when my kids were little, relatively speaking. I don't know how to explain that. Because it's never been my favorite holiday. I mean, I've always thought it was I've always liked all of the holidays to some extent because again, I like the changes in season and I like themes and I like, the being able to decorate for something or even exchange gifts or my mom always had gifts for me for pretty much every holiday, a little something, and it was usually a cute and toy related or stuffed animal or something like that, and she'd usually do a cute card and so it went all along with the things that obviously I continue to love, stationery and stickers and, cute things and stuffed animals and that kind of stuff. So, and then, I enjoyed aspects of it for the kids, but it's never been my favorite season or my favorite holiday. So even if I did October daily, yeah, my work, I intentionally, because I have so much at this point, was when I was going through stuff, I was okay, take a different cup cozy with you every day. And even if you are taking a picture every day of your cup, that's okay from the standpoint that you have all of those and you like them and they're cute and you also like to support the ladies who made them. So just go for it. But otherwise, I wouldn't have stuff that was Halloweenish every day, and I wouldn't be doing Halloweenish activities. So okay, so Stephanie, you usually batch things. Okay. And then you work on it a week at a time. Okay. Oh, hi, Miss Joanna. I'm glad you've been listening. I'm glad you could join us. And Tara, I'm glad it brings you a lot of joy. I really am. I think that's awesome. And I think that doing your December daily in an already made journal, I think is really going to really lend itself well to that habit that you already have, even if you're adding extra stuff to it, like photos and things like that, but that foundation, because you always have your foundation kind of done for your journal in advance a little bit, if I remember correctly, I think that it might really just build on that. It's a little bit special because it's more, But I think that will be really awesome for you. Um, oh, I gotcha, Katie. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, and that's where I used to struggle because on the one hand, it's like to me, like October is also kind of like that kickoff of. I really can't talk tonight. Apparently, it is time for me to go. That kickoff for fall. But at the same time, like I have so much Halloween stuff, again, at this point, between coasters and cup cozies and pouches and clips and, things like that, that I'm like, no, I really need to focus. Like October needs to be all the Halloween stuff, and I need to just save my fall stuff for November because otherwise I don't get to enjoy the Halloween themed stuff enough. So there again, that's why I went ahead and I love this, ghost book, and I figured, yeah, even if my picture is of a cup cozy, or even if some of my pictures aren't truly Halloween themed, but that it's gonna go in the book that's Halloween themed to use all the because there again, I've bought so much Halloween themed craft supplies in the last couple of years too, and even a couple 3 junk journals from other people as well. And I'm like, what are you thinking? You don't take that many Halloween pictures. You don't do that many Halloween things. What exactly are you going to fill all these albums with? Oh, yes. Yeah. Simple October stuff is, oh my gosh. It's, her stuff is so cute and so well made, and she does do a really great variety. And it's hard because because I've been following her for a few years now, and so on the one hand it's like, oh my gosh, I already have Halloween cup cozies and coasters, but then it's a new, it's new fabric, it's a new patchwork, it's a new So I've decided with that too a little bit. I do try to be a little choosy as far as when she releases new new ones. I don't necessarily buy all of the new, since I have some. So we'll try depending on what it is to be okay, what what is the one I love the most, or the 2 I love the most, if she's got 3 different patterns or something. Not that that's always easy, but. And then with my coasters, I went ahead and looked at my Halloween coasters, and I was okay, I have some that match, with cozies that I really like, and then even maybe match with pouches or things that she did depending on the collection. And then I had a couple standalones that were from before, she kind of was when she was more doing just cozies, coasters, and clips, and wasn't really doing pouches and some of those things. And so I pulled and was okay, well, number one, I might share some things, you know what I mean? Because at a certain point you can only use so much. So I might pull and share with people who haven't bought or don't have as many. And or the one, I took one to work, and I was I'm just going to leave it at work. Because even though I have a lot to use with, I'll do the matching sets at home or different things, or maybe just take it once in a while. But I'll leave one at work so I can just enjoy it all of the time at work. That took me way longer to say than I meant for it to. Oh, I understand, Tara. I do. I completely understand. I do. And I don't have a lot of self-control with certain things that she posts, but other times I will look and be oh, it's so cute, but you already have something too similar, and you don't need or yes, it's cute, but it's not your favorite, so just let some other people have those. It's all good. It is all good, right? That's so funny. Dave, are you being like one of my high school kids? Oh my gosh, they're so goofy. So yes, I don't know why I said, oh yes, that kind of seemed awkward. I'm getting like tired and loopy. And so I totally overslept this morning. Like turned off, like I do a couple of alarms because snooze was just a pain. So I have a couple of alarms this year because I have a harder time getting up this year than I usually do. Well, this morning I turned them off. Like as they went off, I turned them off, knowing like, okay, I've got 5 more minutes. The next one's going to go off. And then like you have to get up. Well, apparently I turned that one off and fell back asleep. And so Ken's alarm went off. And when his alarm went off, I literally went, and sat up and got out of bed because I was super late. So I, hustled and left and all that good stuff. And then when I texted him like at lunchtime and, because it's usually what I do when I like have some time, I'll text him, say how his day is going, that kind of thing. And, so then I was, wondering how my day went. And, I was like, well, I overslept this morning and whatever, and he's like, he was like, LOL, oh shit. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can swear on Twitch. I think I can, but I don't know. Kind of gave it away. It's like, oh yeah, I guess it did. Anywho, tomorrow is Wednesdays is a late start. So we always have meetings, which means I have to be there like super duper on time, if not a couple minutes early, so I can get to my room and put my stuff down, because then our meetings start like right away. So I will go in a minute or two because I will decompress for just a few minutes and then make sure like I know what I'm wearing tomorrow and everything's ready to go, and I can get into bed and I can read for a little while and go to sleep and not be up too late so I don't oversleep tomorrow. That being said, I will post an update about the December planner, and we will meet up this weekend at some point. And then just I will keep you guys posted as far as the fall junk journal. Once I've curated that and gotten that out to everybody, then I'll get some dates on the calendar for us. Recipe binder will be a little bit later once everything comes to me and I get all that sorted, and then we'll make those dates, which again, those will definitely be after Suze has come to town. And yes, she will be here on the 15th. I am absolutely positive that we will do some lives as we're out and about and doing some things just, for fun. And of course we will share photos and things like that. And if you would like to send anything for Suze to get, whatever that might be, you have something you want to make for her, you want to send her a postcard from the state you live in, you want to send her some stickers because she's been doing like BFF sticker club stuff now and definitely doesn't have like the stash that we all have. We're gonna be hitting lots of Starbucks. Like if you want to send her a Starbucks gift card or something, like whatever. Like, and I'm just putting it out there. Like you don't feel like you have to. But feel free to send that to my house, and then I will have it for her when she gets here. A mouse emergency with Owen the mouse killer. Oh my goodness gracious. And I don't know the date off the top of my head. Don't miss Joanna's pumpkin sale. Why can't I think of what it's called? Joanna's pumpkin sale. When is Joanna's pumpkin sale? Let me see how fast I can find it. Pumpkin Patch 2022 sale is this Saturday, October 8th at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. PST. So 4 p.m. CST and 5 p.m. Eastern. If you have never seen one of Joanna's pumpkin patch sales, You want to preview and see what all these cute pumpkins are. Be ready to have fast little fingers because Joanna's stuff sells fast, super fast, and they are gorgeous. I am lucky enough to have several that I have gotten from her from the last 2 pumpkin patch sales that she has done. And they are stunning and amazing, and you would love to have one in your craft room or in your family room or somewhere in your house. I'm looking at them now. Like, they are amazing. You will not be disappointed. So that is this Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Central time, and 5 p.m. Eastern time. So just want to make sure you were aware of that because those will be amazing. And go scoop up the last, what did you say, 1? There's 1 left or 2 left of Stephanie's junk journals. So go grab those as well. And that's it for me, ladies. I'm going to go sit down for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to make sure I'm all ready. There's 1 left. Oh, you have Valentine's and Easter ones as well. Yes, they do go really fast. Yes, they go very fast. And I know this has been a busy season for you, Miss Joanna. But maybe for upcoming holiday or something, we can do a VIP sale on the Pink Crafty Cottage again. You just let me know. And your meow banner, tried to say that too fast, was really cute. Very cute. Loved it. Okay, that's everything. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I have parent-teacher conferences on Thursday night, so, send me some positive energy because it's going to be a very long day. And not a lot of people come to see me because I teach electives, so I just kind of hang out. So it's kind of boring, but that's okay. So, or, send me lots of memes and texts and things Thursday night, like just to keep me occupied. And yeah, go grab Stephanie's junk journal. Be ready for Joanna's pumpkin patch sale on Saturday. And I will keep you ladies posted, and we will start Zooming again and hanging out and crafting and enjoying our time together. So have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week until I see you. And it's always fun to be with you guys. I love seeing all you guys. So take care. I will see you guys really soon. And I love everybody. Bye.